Hello and welcome back, Transformer TCG fans. Okay, first order business, battlefield cards. I'm getting back to those wholeheartedly right now. Of course, have I gone back and finished Cronus? Not yet. But I'm thinking, okay, if I get something finished and done and out of the way, like I've done some of my other projects recently. The battlefield cards are definitely next. They are renamed. They may not be able to work with a zone card. I don't know zone cards very well. They may have sort of done their own idea of what I've been doing. So there's that. But I'm really working on them. I'm really working on them. They're about the same that I started off them to be, but I'm simplifying them. I think maybe what I had going may have been a little more complicated than it should be, and so I'm simplifying them. Everything still gets a green pip, so you can get it on the flip. You can only have so many in your deck based on a certain stratagem. The stratagem is going to be able to bring these in play. I didn't think about that on the ones. I may have to redo those. Yeah, I may have to add some verbiage on these now that I think about that. Anyway, I have a few battle cards in the meantime that I want to go over just really quick. And I don't think I've gone over some of these. Let's see here. Because I've got a few new ones. Now we went over the Electrostatic Disrupter. Pretty sure. I'll just put it up here just in case, but I'm not going over it. But I like it. I like it how it works. I like that it's a white pip weapon with +2 to attack and everything that has going for it, and it helps out Mirage better. But anybody can get something out of it for what it's worth. Okay, and in order to understand the next one is Scraplets. Scraplets are a card that I created almost 2 years ago, maybe a little over a year and a half ago, using an image from the Marvel Comics of their version of Scraplets, because that's where they came from. They didn't come from the G1 show. They came from the Marvel comic. It was a Marvel comic idea. And where all these little nuts and bolts and things turned into these little monsters, and they're eating on the Transformers. It's really cool. Well, and it's an action card that you can only use when your opponent has enough defense to take down their defense up to a defense of 3. And as long as they have that defense, then you can go, here's a Scraplet. I can play another one and another one all at the same time and break their defense. Of course, Pierce gets through defense. I understand that. But I thought this was a nice way to do it, kind of like in the same vein as, focus fires. Of course, the focus fires, then action, then attack drones or upgrades. But in that same vein, these are action cards. And if your opponent only has a total of 2 defense, you can only play 2 Scraplets, because as the Scraplet card says, characters' defense cannot be less than 0. So you can't play 3 to get +3 to attack if your opponent only has 2 defense. It doesn't work that way. Okay? If they have 3 defense, then you can play boom, boom, boom. You can play 3 Scraplets. So with that in mind, and I've thought about this for a while, as I finally came up with one called Rain, a secret action card that is white and green, like Scraplets. Scraplets has the green pip, so you can get them on the flip. Rain is the same way. It's a secret action card. Reveal when your opponent plays Scraplets. And then when revealed, scrap your opponent's played Scraplets cards. So let's say you have rain. Your opponent does play. They're attacking a tank, and your tank, normally in alt mode, has, on the average, not all the time, 3 defense. So they go boom, boom, boom. They played their Scraplet cards. They played all 3. Well, you have rain as a secret action. Now you flip it over. They played their Scraplets. You reveal rain. They have to scrap their Scraplet cards. Boy, that's hard to say. So their Scraplets are gone. Rain washes them away. Okay, so that's rain, and it looks great. It is supposed to be raining in that episode. From G1 with Megatron giving Prime the finger, or somebody, I think it was Optimus, lightning in behind him, and you can actually see the rain. The original image I had for rain, you couldn't see the rain, and it was where Prime was towing Ironhide, or somebody was towing Ironhide. So there's that. Excuse me. And then the next one is Alien Tech. No. Alien Tech. Acid Rain. We looked at Alien Tech months and months and months ago. Acid Rain is a Black Pip secret action card. Reveal when one of your Seekers defends. So not planes, Seekers. Okay? So even if you have planes and Seekers mixed up, if your Seeker, one of your Seekers defends, not your planes, you have Acid Rain in play. Boom, this gets revealed. What happens when revealed? Do 1 damage to each Autobot on the battlefield. So it's best if you don't have Autobots in the field, but if they do and they attack a Seeker, you see where we're going here. If they're all Autobots, it's like a secret action, armed of hovercraft. So I thought that was a neat way to give Seekers some non-attack damage from a secret action for the defensive side. I don't know if anyone's done this. I've been trying to follow ATP's wave of stuff. I think they're on wave 9, 7. I've forgotten. I don't do waves, unfortunately, or this might be more organized, and it's not that organized. I apologize. Have we looked at the Cosmotron? I can't remember. I have recorded so much stuff, and I can't remember if I've done videos where I don't have the chance to put in the pictures to be able to get the video out, because uploading takes longer than it should. So the Cosmotron, it is a picture of the Cosmotron they took out of Optimus Prime, and it is a white pip utility with +1 to attack. It does have a star card. This is a star card, a rare utility. So when you put this on a damaged leader, it has to be a leader, they have to be damaged. Repair, well, it doesn't have to be. If it's not a leader, it's not damaged, whoever is wearing the Cosmotron is still going to get +1 to attack. Okay? And they're still going to get bold 1 for each armor equipped. The equipped character has bold 1 for each equipped armor. Let's put it that way. Let me for each equipped armor. I like that. That sounds right. So when this is scrapped, you may play another Cosmotron. So that's kind of where the star is. Of course, if you're putting it on a damaged leader, you can repair 2. So you can get a medic out of this from an upgrade side. Again, that may be problematic, but it's another reason why I gave it a star on this utility, to be able to repair 2 undamaged leaders, to be able to give bold 1 for each equipped armor. So you have 3 extra paddings on the same character with a Cosmotron. Boom, bold 3. already, plus whatever. If they, you know, you got a flamethrower on them also, good old-fashioned flamethrower, boom, you have bold 5. Of course, they have this on there and 3 extra paddings, then you're not going to have a Power Master or anything else, or even a Brass Knuckles to give them more bold. Okay, you can't have Buddy's extra measures to be able to put this on here. Something else with it. I mean, it doesn't work that way. I think Buddy's extra measures does pretty well. It can be pretty strong, and he got me with it a few times if I remember, but you know, you'd have to have, what is it, there's a utility that lets you wear 2 armors. If you have that utility, you wouldn't be having this, unless, I forgot, and that's an official card and I forgot the name of that utility. Have that utility on a character, you have 3 extra paddings, extra armor, and then that might allow you to have another utility. Of course, I'm sure your opponent would eventually see what you're up to and like, vaporize, no, we can't do this, ram, whatever, etc. There's tons of cards for scrapping and secret actions that can scrap your opponent's upgrades. Okay, so there's ways around, you know, keeping stuff off your opponents, because it's a bit of an upgrade war on top of everything else. So there's that. And again, and then, like I said, when this is scrapped, you may play another Cosmotron. It doesn't have to be on the same character. But when this gets scrapped, you can play another one. What would that mean? That would also mean you would 2 stars of your 25 would have to be Cosmotrons. Okay? Because it is a star card. There is a cost here. And I thought that seemed very important. And even if you only have 1 Cosmotron and it's scrapping, you can't play the one you just scrapped unless you're doing something else or using some old card that I've forgotten that allows you to play an action and get a utility back, which... Does Extra Hand do that? No, Extra Hand is a blank pip action card that allows you to have maybe 2 utilities. I can't remember, but I did make something that allows you to do something for a turn and then it comes off. Oh gosh, that could be problematic. But again, the Cosmotron here does have a star. You have more than one, you're digging into your star count. All right. And then last we'll end with this, because I haven't really done that much battle cards. And if you can see, the stuff is gone, the table is gone. I was not allowed to have it anymore. It's in my son's room too. So we're fueling his expensive Lego obsession. So CCTV is an upgrade utility, blank with +1 for defense. And I did make it a rare because it's going to give you not just +1 defense, but focus 2. When the equipped character battles, attack or defense, you may focus 2 when your opponent has at least 2 characters in bot mode. Okay, so this is something your opponent's going to have to be watching for. Pun intended. See if they have a CCTV, because they're watching you. They're watching you. If they have 2 characters in bot mode, you get focus 2. And this is no Mother May I. Oh well, it's up to 2 characters, so I can get focus 1 if they have 1 of them in bot mode. No, they have to have 2 characters in bot mode to be able to get that focus 2 for attack or defense. Otherwise, it doesn't happen, but it's nice to give you at least +1 defense. And it's a blank card for having that focus and defense going on at the same time, especially if your opponent has combiner teams, and eventually they're going to try to get them all into bot mode, combined with Enigma or in some way. So boom, yeah, this will be nice when you're going up against a combiner team. That was my hand hitting the wall there. And I think that's really all I have right now. I thought I had a few more. Gosh, Reveal looks nice. And so does Red Rust. Sorry, I've got gum in my mouth. Probably shouldn't be doing that well. And Emergency Shocks looks good. And let's see, Emergency Shocks, Red Rust, Reveal. Reveal, it's really obvious. And Synaptic Connection, Tactical Computer Station. All those cards are just snapshots of the actual old comics. Okay, as well as Yield. So I'm just, taking a picture. The lighting may not be great. It's actually, some of these look pretty good, but they kind of don't. And I went ahead and it's like, okay, trying to do a fair use kind of thing, and trying to not make them look too great. Reveal is probably the worst one because you can see the sheen on the far right side of where it was curving because it was a left page. You get that curve, you got a light ahead of you, you'll get some sheen like that. But it still looks good. It still looks good for what it is. But that's all we have time for to go over right now. Yeah, we've gone over all those other ones, so I'm not too worried about it. But yeah, we got to look at Acid Rain, we got to look at Rain, look at CCTV, and the Cosmotron. I thought I had a few others. Of course, we did go over recently all the cyber keys, the 5 power keys, cyber keys that I made, and they can go in any slot for bad or the worse. But yeah. Almost said the new name, but the Battlefield cards are coming. There's a lot. There's really a lot of them. So still coming. A whole lot of stuff is coming down the pike. We got to finish some things because I'm on the downhill. I want to get out of this. I want to wash my hands of the Transformers, the TCG. I want my computer back. I want my cell phone back, etc. And I'm really not playing the game anymore. It's just sort of all kind of right here, and it's in a box behind me too. So my countenance has been down a little lately, but and school is starting back for my kids, so it's going to be busy yet again. Catch you next time. Thanks for watching. And it's oh crap. And as always, don't have just a good day, have a great day, and we'll see you next time. Autobots, flip out and let's roll for it. Boy, it sounds like I've been smoking for a while.